is 19 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from the Roswell Independent School District. Let's see if I get this one right. Mireya.
You got it. You got it.
All right. Mireya Trujillo with us, and Ralph Matta as well. You guys are part of HR with the RIS.
That is correct, yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, good morning. Welcome
morning,
to the
morning.
show. And
Thank you.
Nice. How does it work during the summers? Like, I know the teachers get off. Do you guys still go to the office every day?
Oh, every day, yes, sir.
Okay, so you don't get the summers off
No.
and all that? They didn't.
No, we are full-time employees. We were there even during COVID.
Ah, well, bummer. All your coworkers like, we're going to vacation. We're going to work.
Yep, that's right. Got to keep the district going.
But these guys need help.
Yes.
You and the entire school district. Let's face it. We all know the world we're coming out of for the last year and a half here. And every single entity on the planet is needing people to come and be a part of their workforce, whether, it's anything from working behind a cash register to building bridges and being presidents of companies, everything in between here, which is great for people looking for opportunity, because if you want a career with the Roswell Independent School District, we got a job fair coming up, but right now, every department, every facet of the district is needing employees, from teaching to service side to administration to everything in between. Is that pretty accurate there?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's amazing. Like you said, COVID has changed the landscape quite a bit, and then we need all the help we can get to maintain what we got going on right now.
Absolutely. So, obviously, one of the things that we all care about in our community is making sure our children have career or have educational opportunities. And I mean, I don't care where you are or who you are or what you come from. When you're looking to make a community home, you're looking at the crime, you're looking at the schools, sometimes 1 and 2, sometimes they reverse that. I mean, it's just, those are very important things. So to keep the integrity of the RISD to grow, to continue to support and educate our youth and provide them with the foundation they need to be successful adults. We need people to come out and apply for these jobs and get qualified people, obviously. They're not just letting anybody be teachers. I know it'd be fun and be like, I could teach kids. Well, you do need some training. They just don't let you willy-nilly do that. So go get the training. But if you want to go down that path, there's a lot of great opportunities here for you.
Absolutely. And so we're looking at a countdown already.
Okay.
We've got about 13 days before the teachers go back. We've got 10 days before new teachers come back for training.
There was a collective groan throughout the whole listing. My wife, one of them, she's a second grade teacher. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she told me just like a week ago, she's like, man, vacation's almost over already. And I was like, sorry, sweetie, I got a little tiny fiddle. I'm working right now. I'll see, I'm going to work. But I get what she's saying.
and we need support from all levels, from the custodians to the food service and the nutrition department to the all levels of staff.
Absolutely, and that's and everything makes every piece in the cog makes everything go. When you talk the food service, you heard the importance of food service in COVID. It's one of those industries that when they do their job right, you kind of don't hear much about them, but when things go wrong, then everyone's I don't care. Not just the RISD, but every school district in the region did an amazing job in the food service side of getting food, creating ways to get food to people that don't have access to it in a world where all of our resources and things kind of got turned around on us. The food service people were the ones that were kind of making things happen down there. Same with custodial. The amount of work that went involved in cleaning and overhauling the schools before one student stepped foot into that thing.
And ongoing, because we have the disinfection that needs to take place.
Absolutely.
And so their roles are critical.
So these roles are very much a part and needed and are really good jobs. I mean, it's we can talk benefits and all that stuff, but that's kind of part of all that. And you'll learn all this at the job fair. Now, it's a 2-day event. It's happening at the Roswell Chamber of Commerce, just right a corner over here. It will be on July 22nd, and that'll be an evening affair from 6 to 8 p.m. So if you're already at work and want to come by and drop off resumes and meet with people and stuff, you'll have an opportunity there. And then if you're unavailable then, you can come by the next day, July 23rd, and that'll be midday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So you can come by in your lunch hour or in the morning or whatever works for your schedule there. And, of course, if neither one of those times work out for you, I'm sure you can call the HR department.
Absolutely.
Get your applications in, and they can set up a time to meet and make arrangements to interview and all those good things. But like you guys said, nursing, custodial, janitorial, teaching, both substitute and regular day-to-day teachers, the support staff, cafeteria workers. I mean, and we say support staff, we're talking, secretaries to
Educational
assistants to everything that isn't a teacher.
Correct. That is
much.
correct. That is correct. And each one has different criteria for you to be able to qualify, different levels of education. There's different pay rates. The scheduling is very versatile.
Sure.
If you're not interested in a full-time position, we have part-time positions. We have substitute positions. So you can really just cater to the needs of the community.
Absolutely. And I know firsthand great benefits. I work at a radio station. I'm on my wife's plan as a teacher. So, yes, I'm under the school district with vision, dental, the whole. Matter of fact, I got some new glasses coming here in about a week, thanks to my Davis Vision. So that's all part of that. You get that. And that's pretty much available through all the salary positions, I think, right?
Yes, they are, including retirement. So you mentioned many of the benefits, but yeah, you're absolutely right. There's some wonderful opportunities. Also, as an employee, then you're also eligible for some educational opportunities for yourself if you would like to grow. So we have what's called the Career Ladder Program.
Sure.
And we offer alternative pathways to licensing. So whether you have a bachelor's degree or a high school diploma, or you haven't quite gotten your GED yet, there's a job for you at the Roswell schools.
This is a great idea. So say, you got your degree and you got it in business or whatever, science, history, I don't care, political science, whatever it is you pursued your career or your degree plan in. And then you say you've been working in the industry for a while and maybe you're time to retire, or you figured out, you know what, I'm tired of this, I want to do something different. Education is, they'll say, hey, you know what, you've got a college degree, we got everything, we can start you out as a teacher teaching here, but while you're teaching, we're going to send you to school to get all the teacher certifications and the things that basically make you qualified as a teacher. But we can use your experience and your resources right now as a teacher, and in the meantime, we're going to get you certified. So now kids aren't behind because, your experience at 20 years and whatever job that was you're doing, or 5 years, or wherever that you pursued your degree, we understand there's value there, and we can take that and kind of tweak your background to get that into a teaching thing. So that's where we're talking about with these things. So if you've already gone to school and you're like, I just spent $100,000 on being a lawyer, and I hate being a lawyer.
Yeah, we've got a job for you.
Come teach.
And we have alternatives, too, so they can make choices. So we've got different programs. Some are a little bit faster paced that they can complete within a year. Others are a little bit longer paced that would give them 2 or 3 years to complete.
Okay.
So depending on what your situation is at home, perhaps you don't have as much time. You've got little ones and you would rather take the traditional route. We can do that with one of the universities. Or if you want to, you're one of those go-getters, you can handle a bigger load and you want to get this done and knock it out in a year, we also have a program for you there.
Okay. I'm curious, for like substitute teachers, all of those folks that are pursuing a teaching degree, is that pretty common where you see substitutes are like, look, I'm going to school to be a teacher, but to earn some money to help pay for school, I'm a substitute teacher. Is that pretty common?
We do have cases like that. We also have others that will join the RISD, for example, as a teacher's assistant.
Okay.
While they're going to college.
Got you.
And then we'll pay for those classes and the expenses.
And that's like OJT for a lot of these folks. I mean,
that's
yes.
exactly what that is. You're learning. Obviously, college, you learn a lot of things there, but you can't replicate real world teaching in that. And so that's where the substitute teaching and all that, student teaching and those kind of things come into play here.
And then we try to connect resources, because many of the other, for example, Workforce Solutions, the ECDC, the Early Childhood Center, they all have different scholarships. So depending on where your interest lies, whether it's in high school or pre-K programs, there are different funding sources, different scholarship opportunities, and then also the RISD has their own ladder program. So there's great opportunities out there. If you're looking for a new career or a new challenge and you want to make a difference, we've got multiple opportunities here at the Roswell schools.
Absolutely. So if you are looking for the career, and that's what we're talking about here, when you're working for the art, it's a career. It's a place where people start. They work 20 years and 30 years and retire and go. This isn't the job. This isn't the job to get to the job. This is the job. This is the career. And in of itself, if your goal is to be a teacher with a master's at some point and getting your dossier and going through the whole spectrum there and maybe on to administration or whatever it is, it starts by being a substitute teacher or a student teacher or like you said, if you live some life and you're wanting to kind of change things around for you, the RASD would love to have you a part of that and basically turn that around on the fly. So you don't have to go back to school, get re-educated on your own dime, and then apply and hope to get a job, losing all that income and time not doing your thing. Now, hey, we're going to put you to work. You're going to get all this. And then, by the way, we're going to help you pay for your degree plan. And so now you're going to have your degree or whatever you had before on top of this, and you're sitting pretty.
And even if you're just curious, Mike, just come out, visit us during the career fair. I was only out of the principalship for about a year now. And in my building, I had a lawyer that decided to come back as a teacher as a second career. I had 2 degreed engineers that were working with my science and my math
That's pretty
department.
impressive.
No, it is.
Right.
It
I'd
is.
be like bragging at it. I got an engineer and 2 lawyers teaching you kids back here.
But what it was is that they just wanted to work with kids. I mean, if you're just curious, want to come out to see what we're about, we do
Sure.
have a lot to offer. And there's the biggest thing is the rewards that you get from seeing that light bulb come on into
Sure.
that child's eye.
If you're looking for a career that makes difference, like when you go home, and I'm not going to lie, there's going to be days that you're going to, you're going to be stressed, tired. I mean, it's any job. If you're not, it's almost like when we talk about police officers or firefighters or things. Yeah, they do hard things, but when they make a difference in someone's life, that's the reward. And I know with my wife, and I know with her friends and teachers and everything, they all have that moment where there's the light bulb moments where kids don't understand something and then they finally get it, or you had to think outside of the box to get a kid to understand a concept or something, and it rings true and rings home. That's the kind of rewards that teachers and things. Yeah, it's like any other job. It's going to be the day where the kids are going to be yelling, screaming like, "Oh, I want to wring their necks," and like, that's their kids.
There's challenges.
It's kids. Kids do kids. They're like pets and everything else. There's going to be days where they're, I don't know if it's the weather sometimes. My wife says it's the weather. When it's cloudy days, she swears the kids are more rainbows than days that aren't cloudy. But that's the great part, because at the end of the day, I don't, like my wife teaches second, so she's got the little kids, the younger ones. And it's like she's like a star at Walmart. Like I'm on the radio every day, but we go into Walmart, it's Miss is it? They're just screaming her, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just here. But they love her. They, you know what I'm saying? You get that connection with these kids, and
They become your own kids,
Absolutely.
and the teachers will refer to them that way. My kids.
I mean, I know we're in COVID and all this now, but my wife's hugged more kids. You know what I mean? It's just kids just come running and give you a hug. It's just, and that's the rewarding part of being a teacher, because you see these kids, and with my wife, it's even another level because she teaches second, and she's been doing it. She's 23 years, 24. She's been doing it a while. Now that she's at the part where her first classes are now adults of their own, and they're got kids and careers, and every once in a while we'll be diddy bopping around town, and it's like, do you remember me? I was in your second grade class back 10, 20 years ago, 15 years ago. And, most times she's like, oh, yeah, you're so-and-so. How are you doing now? It's like, oh, great, I'm going to college, or I'm a teacher. One or two who became teachers themselves. And so that's a reward that a teacher gets that you can't, there's nothing like some of your students coming back years later and you see they're well, outstanding people. That's the reward. I mean, yeah, the payday and all that, it's nice to get paid, and it's nice to retire, and it's nice to have the benefits. But when you know that the work you did directly impacted someone's life, teachers, let's face it. I mean, all these parts. I mean, nothing goes without
absolutely.
these cogs.
Exactly.
But as a teacher, you can make such an impact in the world. And yeah, it's like any of your career. It's going to be bad parts and good parts. But you know what? If you want to make a difference, if you want to say, you know what, I contributed, RSD's got a great opportunity for you to do.
There's also different supports along the way. So we have like our own teacher center and creative, our material center. We have mentoring programs. And so as you start out on this new career, you may feel that you're ready to go, but at the same time you get nervous. There are supports along the way.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, yeah, because we all have those moments. I mean, you probably, like when you're pursuing your college degrees and things like that, there's those moments where you're like, uh-oh. I think I'm out of my woods on this research paper here. And then you find tutors and you find resources,
Exactly.
and it's no different here. There's going to be moments where you're like, all right, because I know I've listened to my wife's meeting, especially with the Zoom world, and they're talking about curriculum. I know they talk about concepts and things. I'm like, y'all still talking about kids and stuff? I don't even know. So yeah, that's you got to learn that world, and once you do, it's great. But yeah, it can be very intimidating if you don't. It's just like anything else. You're not exposed to something. You're uncomfortable and unfamiliar with it till you are. It's no
And
different.
so again, if someone wants to learn about it, just come.
Yeah.
We have all the different departments represented. We'll have lots of information there. And so we would love to visit with anyone that might be interested in it.
Absolutely. Again, put this down in your calendars. I guess it'd be next week,
Correct.
July 22nd and July 23rd. It is the RSD Job Fair. It's happening at the Roswell Chamber of Commerce. There, 131 West 2nd, just right, probably in the boardroom, I'm guessing there.
Yes.
At the boardroom. July 22nd will be an evening affair from 6 to 8:30 p.m. And then the next day, July 23rd, that'll be from 10 to 2. Like you said, there'll be representatives from pretty much every department in the RISD, from the custodial side to the food service side to the curriculum side to the admin side to the other side you probably don't even know about yet.
And we'll be taking applications there. We're also going to have some goodies, so you can come and join us for some
All right.
refreshment and some
little
snacks.
free snacks and things. So come a little hungry. Although if you're trying to apply for a job, pro tip. Be careful. If you're a bad eater, maybe just not get the snack. Like if you're willing to be interviewing, you got food hanging. Man, I'm just saying. You are presenting yourself here. Just maybe lay off the snacks. I'm just a pro tip.
Well, the snacks are in the other room, so we've got that covered.
so you won't be
Yeah.
seen if you're a messy eater.
Yep, there you go.
But maybe interview first if you tend to get things on your clothing, like I do. Like I don't know how it happens, but if there's a drink that's red or a food that's gooey, it's going to end up right here somewhere, some way.
We'll
shape,
try
or
to
form.
stay away from those.
But please, if you're looking for a career, the school district, we're looking for great people here, and we know it's a competitive market right now, and for people that are wanting to pursue a career, you really have a lot of options here. But if you're looking for a place that offers stability, that offers great, place to create a foundation for your family, benefits where health, dental, vacation, the whole spiel is part of that. This is what it provides that foundation. So if you're pursuing, or if you're listening right now, maybe you're 19, 20, and you're looking for pursue careers in education. Go to school, start pursuing your teacher, admin, even the custodial and all those services.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's all of these areas need more people to be a part of it. So.
And even if your schedule is that you're working a few days during the week, but you might have a couple of days open, we also have substitute positions where it would allow you to customize your schedule and go ahead and come and substitute on the other days.
And substitute teachers love you. Trust me, because generally how it works is when a teacher has an issue or has to not be in the classroom, they book their own substitute, and so they kind of like have favorites and have lists, and it's like, oh, I've had so and so, I'd love to have them back, and so you kind of get into the rotation a little bit, and it's so trust me. You can be the teacher's best friend if you like to prefer, like if you're looking to learn to be a teacher, starting out as a substitute while you're pursuing your degree is a pretty good way to go because and to be honest, you're setting the table for when you complete your teaching degree, when you've made a lot of connections and when you're ready to to become a full-time teacher, guess what? They kind of know your background. They know, and next thing you know, you might have several schools going, no. I want her to come to my school. No. I want this guy or this person to come to my school. You build that reputation there. So please, if you're looking for educational careers, come out to the job fair. Even, you know what, I would offer, say you're a little young, maybe you're 18, 19, and you're kind of, I want to come to the job fair and talk to some of these people. Say, look, if I'm pursuing a career in teaching, what's the avenue I need to do? And what do I need to do to come talk to you? Because let's face it, we're desperate need of people right now, but this is something that's got to serve us till we're not here anymore, So we're always got to be thinking about the future, and obviously education's that cutting edge. We don't advance without people going through our education.
Yeah, absolutely. Just come by, give us the opportunity. We might surprise you with all that we have to offer you guys.
Yeah, it's going to be and obviously there's certain perks being a teacher. My wife, you know what she's probably doing? Well, she's up by now, but she was sawing a lot of wood when I was getting up to go to work this morning, and she's been doing it for the last month or two, and I'm a little bit jealous. So,
well, we have teachers coming in already getting their copies made and their name tags for the kids, and the excitement that we see is just unequal.
Yeah, I know that. My wife. I think, I can't remember the exact date. It's like August 5th or something when all the kids come back. But she'll be back here probably by the end of this week if she hasn't already come in there and started doing her prepping and initial planning and all that.
And for like the maintenance and the custodial positions, we do on-the-job training where you get to work with someone before you're actually put out on a job by yourself. So, again, we don't want anyone to feel intimidated. We want them to come by, get information, let us tell you what we have to offer.
And I imagine, too, the custodial side is more than just the school janitor. That's, maintenance, so you could be out working any of the RISD facilities, maintaining it, changing light bulbs, working, fixing problems. It's not just, mopping the hallways.
That is correct.
That's what we all think of the school janitor. It's a lot more than that.
Yeah. Well, right now they are working furiously trying to get all our buildings in tip-top shape because our students are coming back soon. We're excited to have them come back to in-person learning.
Yeah.
And it truly is a community effort. All of our positions are working together to be ready for that.
Absolutely. Of course, folks, if you have any questions or anything, it's best to maybe call the HR department at the RISD. If you have any questions about the event or anything there, again, it's going to be happening July 22nd and 23rd at the Roswell Chamber, 6 to 8:30 on the 22nd, and then again from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. on the 23rd. You're going to see the entire RISD, department heads, everything else that are going to be on hand, interviewing, asking questions, taking resumes and applications, probably doing some interviews and some, question and answer sessions. And if you've got information you want, and then are you guys offering jobs and doing all that, or just starting the process?
We actually are. We have them open right now on our website.
Okay.
And then we'll also be talking about those then.
Okay.
And like you mentioned, even if you can't come to this job fair, then you can call the HR department. And even though it's not an official recruiting day, every day is a recruiting day for us.
We need people to come be a part. And if you're not available in these 4-hour windows, and we'll find a way to make you available. To
Absolutely,
you.
Yes, sir.
You can go to online. And this is going to be a lot of dashes and dots, so please bear with me. But if you go to risd.k12.nm.us, you can apply online for this. You could probably certainly learn more information about the website and everything. I think if you just kind of Google Roswell Independent School District, you'll get the main page and you'll find a link there. So if you don't remember all the .ks, .nms, and all that stuff,
is correct.
You can probably find it pretty
And
easily.
on the home page, there will be a little tab that you click on. It says Employment Opportunities. It'll take you right to our page that lists all the openings.
Excellent. So if you're looking and you're like, all right, I'm looking for a specific job, or you're wanting to work at a specific school, you can kind of see, like if you're saying, well, I live close to Berendo Elementary, I want to be near that, or I live close to Monterey, I want to be, no problem. You can see the job listings at each school and everything else, and of course, come out to the job fair on either of those days and learn more and apply and all that good stuff.
And even if you're interested in substituting, let's say at your kids' schools,
Okay.
you can also customize that, and you
Okay.
get to set up your preferences. You may prefer one grade level over another, maybe elementary or secondary. You can also set those parameters as a substitute.
Very good. So you kind of write your own ticket a little bit.
That's
there.
exactly
Absolutely,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, substitutes are not bad kids, especially if you get well, you do a good job with everything, you're going to do well with it. But if you kind of next thing you know, you're going to be in demand, and you kind of pick your own because the teacher's like, oh, I like this person, they're good, so I want them to come and substitute while I'm gone at my training or my whatever they've got to go on. That's where a lot of, because my wife, she gets involved, and so she has to go to other trainings and things. And so that's very common where they have to take the morning off from the classroom
Yes.
because they've got to go to a training or something. So they got to bring a substitute in to fill in for the morning.
And then sometimes people start as a sub and they get bitten by the education bug, and that would inspire them to go ahead and start their career and start
Absolutely.
seeking that education.
Yeah, it's
So,
a good foot in the door. Absolutely. And I think, to be honest, it like if you're shopping and you're kind of trying to figure out, like maybe you're new to the area and you're like, I don't, have a preference of where I live, or, I'm just kind of like, hey, I just want, substitute teacher, especially, if you pick an elementary or a secondary, I mean, that'll kind of limit you. But you're going to, if you go elementary, at some point, you're probably going to spend time in every single elementary school in the
Yeah, you
district.
can
No,
explore.
absolutely, yeah.
And so you kind of, oh yeah, I like the way they do things here, or I like the way the facilities are here. That's the school I wanna end up teaching.
I'll tell you, the most surprising one is probably middle school. Because
Yeah.
so many people will say, it is so challenging. I don't think that I'd like to do middle school. And then they go and they find out that their kids are kids.
Yeah.
And sometimes they find an affinity with them, and
Sure.
they may, have a preference. So try something new.
That makes sense, because I'm thinking you get the folks that want to work with the elementary. It's like, oh, I love little kids. I can get it. And then you got the high school is like, hey, I can talk to them like an adult. You know what I mean? I can
Right.
relate to that better. But the middle school, they're kind of in the middle. They're like, well, they start doing ornery things at that age, right? Or they say, you know what I mean? They're like, do they still poop their pants and out? You know what I mean? You get all that mindset, and it's like, no, they're just kids.
They're kids.
Yeah. They're in the middle. So sometimes the GI Joes and the Barbie dolls aren't cool to them. Sometimes it is, but sometimes they want the teenage. That's the only difference. They're right in the middle. They're going to be confused about life just like you are. They're as out of touch with what's cool as you are out of touch as an adult with what's cool.
That's a good way to put it.
And you mentioned something. It's making that connection that makes a difference. Regardless of the grade level, you want to be able to connect with those kids.
Absolutely, and that's what it's all about. And that's where and I think you learn that as you go. And that's where my wife, is 20 some years of her teaching. You kind of that balance where the kids love her and everything, but you learn how to instill that discipline and everything too. It's like you can do both, and teachers figure out how to do that, and that's what makes what's so great what they do. And so come be a part of that.
We have amazing teachers. We also have amazing administrators that are willing to take the time and to visit with any applicants that may be interested. So,
Yeah.
like I said, we're all here to mentor and support.
And everything's team concept.
Correct.
Even when say you're going to become a teacher and you go to your schools and things, you work as a team in your grade levels and things like that. So your curriculum, so when if you have issues, you have other people to lean on, and vice versa. When other people have issues, you're there to lean to help them and go through. That's each school, and I don't care what school you go to or what grade. That's the concept everywhere you go. It's that mindset. So.
And that carries over into the employment area, out into the the community, because you do want employees that are able to work together.
Sure.
And so gone are the days where you could just close your classroom door and you were in isolation. And so you're right, that teaming aspect, that collaboration is really huge.
Absolutely. So if I'm trying to think anything else might intimidate people from applying here, come out to the job fair either day. Talk to folks, ask questions. If you're interested, please come out and learn. Who knows? Maybe you're going to walk out of there with a career. But if not, you're going to walk out with a lot of information on how to do to pursue that. So.
And you asked something that might intimidate someone. It could be that they're unsure what the credentials will be required to come in. It could be that they're not sure. It could be a language issue.
Sure.
And if that's the case, we are bilingual, so we can, speak with anyone that comes to
Absolutely.
the fair. So again, regardless of what challenges you're facing, come and talk to us. We're happy to work.
And I
through that.
imagine if you come and show interest and you look like that you're someone that really wants to be a part of the team, but the qualifications aren't quite there, I'm sure you work with them to get them there. It's like, all right, you're missing this, but we can help you get there, or at least,
exactly.
tell you the
do
path.
this, and then you can come.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Set the table for you to come in a couple months or a year to be a part of the family.
Absolutely. You got it.
So again, it's happening July 22nd from 6 to 8:30 p.m. and then again July 23rd from 10 to 2 p.m. at the Roswell Chamber of Commerce. It's the RISD job fair. Every department, if it's part of the RISD, there's openings in it from teachers to custodial to admin to special services to support staff to I don't know, everything in between. I'm trying to cover anything I've covered there. Coaching, sure, all that stuff.
That is right.
There's opportunities there. If you're not available those 2 days, you're going to be out of town or whatever it is, don't hesitate to reach out to the RISD. You can go online, risd.k12.nm.us, or if you don't remember any of that, Google RISD or Roswell Independent School District. It'll be the first thing that pops up. It's the same place you go when you're looking for school lunch menus and all that other stuff. It's right there. And
if we could, we would like to give a shout out to the Roswell Chamber of Commerce. Andrea Moore and her staff have been amazing. They embrace this partnership with us. And so you can also contact the Chamber of Commerce if you would like some information.
Yeah, they'll be
and
happy
she
to
will
help
help
you out.
direct you to the RISD team.
Absolutely. Yeah, they'll take care of any other questions you have there. But if you have questions specific to positions and things, call the RISD. The Chamber might not be able to help you. They can help you with
They
dates
can
and
direct
times.
them. Yeah, just
dates and
direct them.
times. But if you want to know what a substitute teacher makes, call the district.
Yes.
The Chamber probably
Very
can't
good.
help you there. I mean, they could make up a number, but
They can direct them in the right.
$1 million apply today.
And they also have the flyers and the times. So if you forget, you can call either one of us.
Absolutely, and please come out if you're looking. If you're looking to if you're interested, come out. I don't care if you think you're overqualified, underqualified, or somewhere in between. Come out and let's see what's going on there. You may find your new home there.
Absolutely.
You have nothing to lose, and you've got snacks that you can come and,
That's right.
and visit with us.
If
and
worse
find
comes to
out.
worse, just grab a bunch
Yeah,
of free snacks
there
and
you
leave.
go.
Say, I'm taking these and I'm eating. Very good. Is there anything we missed? Anything we wanted to share that we just got skipped
Our
over?
recruiter, Louis Mestis, will be there.
Okay.
And so he'll also be available to talk about the different opportunities for people. So come out there and meet our recruiter,
Absolutely.
Louis Mestis.
Yeah, come on out, meet the team, come be a part of it. And who knows, maybe in a couple months here, you're going to be in the classroom getting your lesson plans together, and got a herd of kids walking into your room as we speak here. So yeah, great. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you,
so
Mike.
much.
We appreciate
And
this.
we'll see you guys next time. And I guess pretty soon we're going to be talking sports and school and kids going back and bus routes and all that.
And
other
we're
stuff
excited
here in a
about it.
minute.
That's
Absolutely
right.
excited.
It's weeks away. Thank you guys. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, it is 8:50.